Yaya Kids Junior Journalist. We're here at Live Oaks to interview Virginia Wong, the founder of Math is Cool.
Math is Cool is a non-profit organization, and they will sponsor the number tournament on October 28th.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your team?
I'm Mark Lau. I'm a junior at Arcadia High, and I've been doing outside math since around 4th grade.
I'm Eric Hua. I'm a sophomore at Arcadia High School, and I've been doing outside math like competitions and stuff since I was 3rd, 4th grade as well.
And I'm Alicia Ying, and I'm a junior, and I've been doing math with them since 4th grade.
I'm Miss Virginia Wong. I've been teaching math problem solving and hosting different kinds of math competitions for schools and for community in the last 10 years or more.
Why did you guys make the math team?
Well, we felt like we really liked math, and we wanted to spread our love for math to other kids and show them how math is fun and exciting in ways other than like daily life applications, and then you can play games with it as well. So we decided to form this group and organize this tournament.
What motivated you to start this number tournament?
Well, I guess when we were young, we were inspired to have this passion for math, and I think now we want to also relay this passion to the younger generation.
How long have you guys had the organization?
We've had the organization since the last school year, which was June 2018.
What do you think kids get out of this event?
I think they learn valuable problem-solving skills, and they learn how to think quick on their feet and work with numbers, which is very important. And they also learn how to work as a team because some of the games we'll be playing are team-based.
What inspired you to have an organization?
The goal of the organization is to promote the love and learning of math, and that's also a major reason why we have number tournaments. Based on my previous teaching, I've seen a lot of students, even at like very upper grade, they struggle a lot with just the basic use of numbers. So we hope that through this tournament, that we will inspire students to use number in creative ways and to help them to see the beautiful relationship between numbers.
How does this tournament work?
Well, in this tournament, we're gonna have two sections, two individual rounds and one team round.
How do you guys come up with the games?
So we took games that we played as children, like with number related, and we made some variations on them. For example, when I played 24 as a kid, we used cars, but then now we're using die. And then our hit the target game is a bigger, expanded variation of that, I would say.
Can you show us how to play?
Sure.
Okay, so for our 24 game, we start off by rolling 4 dice, which represents the numbers that we're going to use to create, we're going to use these numbers to yield 24. So 6,
So as you can see, he just rolled 4 6s, and in order to make 24 with this, well, we can just add them all up.
What is the odds of getting 4 6s, right? Okay, we can try another round, but that's great. So you came up with the answer right away. So in the tournament, the students will have a fixed time. Upper grade have 1 minute, lower grade they have 1.5 minutes to use the 4 numbers to make 24. But for this specific combination, I think it's kind of easy, right? But let's try to roll the dice again so that we can see more creativity coming from the numbers.
Oh yeah, and the odds of 4 6s if they're fair die is 1 over 1,296. So 2 6s, 1 3, and 1 5. How would you do this?
You both are welcome to try that too.
Would you like to try?
So we're using these 4 numbers to make 24. You don't have to use them in that order. You can just use them in different orders. You can use the 4 basic operations. You can use any operations or function that you have like learned.
I can get a number close to 24.
It has to be exact. For this one, it has to be exact. For hit the target, you can do it like as close as you can. So for this one, you guys want to try? Or Alicia can also try too. So any one of you?
6 plus 6 is 12, 5 minus 3 is 2.
You want to write it down? That's wonderful. Now this is one of the many ways that these four numbers can make 24. There could be many other ways. So this game really inspired his creativity in using numbers. All right, so why don't we try a different game now? So let's try a round of hit the target. So can you explain how to play this game?
So for hit the target, as part of the setup, we will start with two 12-sided die, each with the numbers 1 through 12 printed on them, and we will roll these. And so right now we got 10 and 11, and then we will multiply these two numbers to get 110.
And this will be our goal. We're trying to achieve 110. And again, like the last game, we will be rolling 4 6-sided die to find out what numbers we will be using to achieve this number. And we have right now 1, 1, 1, and 3.
And what differentiates this from the previous game is we don't necessarily need to hit the target precisely, as in this case, I do not think it's possible to do it, but we will try to get as close as possible and then to minimize that error. So for example, we could do like 3 plus 1, that's 5, and then 5 factorial is 120 minus 1 is 119. That's 9 away from 110, which is actually pretty close given how large number is. And then once we calculate the percentage of error, like 9 over 110, and then that will affect how you are scored.
Right.
Oh,
That is a good question. Yeah, so go ahead.
So for the sake of like simplicity, we'll just say factorials are. For example, 5 factorial equals 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which equals 120. And then some simple definitions are 0 factorial is defined as being equal to 1, and so on.
So again, just like what we have discussed before, so this game really inspires students to learn different math operations and functions. Once they get started playing these games, they also learn from each other, like factorial. Just by using that once, now both of you learn what factorial is, and maybe when you play this game, you practice using factorial. Factorial is also a very useful concept when later that you learn about what we call permutation. We use factorial a lot. It's a very important math topic about permutation that we use it.
What kind of support do you need from parents and kids and community?
Well, we would love it if all of you guys came out and joined this tournament to play, and we also would like you guys to spread the word about this fun tournament, because the more people that come to this tournament, the more likely it is for them to also share a love for math.
And our website also has a practice page that you can practice. So it will simulate the rolling of the dice. So even if you don't have the special dice, you can just click a button and it will show you the random numbers, and you can try it yourself. If you want, feel free to send us email, like you get stuck on these numbers, because these brilliant mathletes, they have done a lot of combinations before, so they probably will give you some very good advice if you get stuck. So go on our websites. The website is, maybe Alicia can write that down. It is www.numbertournaments.org. And the event is going to be, anyone remember that?
On October 28th, which is a Sunday, and it's from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. at Live Oak Park. 12 p.m. Sorry, at Live Oak Park, and it's going to be here in this room.
We all know that math is a very important subject at school, and we use math a lot in our real life. But also, numbers are the foundation of math, and being able to use number creatively and know the connections between numbers are very important in doing good math. As students move up to a higher level, doing like more complicated math problems, the problems can involve multiple steps involving a lot of calculations, a lot of like number handlings. So good number sense can help them move along smoother without getting like blocked in certain steps when they are solving complicated problems. And being able to use number creatively can also help them to appreciate the beauty of math.
Wow, Ms. Wong really makes math fun.
Yeah, I want to participate in the math tournament.
Check out for more information right here.